So what was the first thing you did in Toronto when you got in?
The first thing I did in Toronto was...
Who sent me make I fall in love again?
So Viva La Vida. What space were you in when you put that album together?
I'm at that point where I just want to go beyond the book. And that should be the beauty of music, being able to just express beyond what people would normally expect.
And just curious, what's a track that means the most to you personally on the album?
Personally is...
Lagos to Melbourne, you went to Australia, you went to Europe, you went to the US, and then Canada. What was a standout stop for you?
Why are you doing this to me? One thing I always like to do is I like to create without reason. It just brings out the most artistic stuff you could ever make.
To sort of rank your top 5 records in your category.
Okay, I'll say in no particular order. Hi guys, it's Joeboy, and I'm live on Afrobeats Central.
What's good?
Hello, it's Alpha.
Alpha, what's your food right now? We do. How you feeling now?
I already told you. But yeah, I'm great. Just had a great show in Toronto yesterday. Yeah. Everybody pulled up. It was live. People had fun. I'm happy. First time, and it's been a long time coming. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
So 28 stop world tour, and you close it off in Toronto.
Yes, sir.
How's that? How does that feel? 28 stops.
28 cities. Yo,
28 cities.
Yo, before we started, I was like, yeah, let's do this. And you got to one, you see, you can hear my voice now. Then you got to one point, I was like, damn. But I just had to swag it out, I like to travel.
For sure. Okay.
I love to travel. I love to experience new places and new cultures. It opens my mind, my perspective. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. So what was the first thing you did in Toronto when you got in?
The first thing I did in Toronto was eat jollof rice. Yeah. Immediately go inside, there was already food waiting. So I ate jollof rice.
Why is it that Nigerians, regardless of where you go to, you still look for Nigerian food?
Because Nigerian food is the best food in the world. It's the best food in the world. I feel like the way we are promoting Afrobeats to the world, we should do that with the food too.
The food as well.
Because we have so much variety. Yeah?
That's true.
So much variety, and I'm sure it's going to really slap on the global market. So,
no question. So are we looking at a Joeboy collab with the restaurant or something like
everybody
that?
has ideas. Holla at me. Yeah.
No, that'd be sick. So what's your post-show activity? What do you do as soon as you're done with the show? What's the number one
show
thing
activity left to me?
Yeah.
I'm just thank God for a great show and go to sleep. But left to my team, they will drag me out to after party.
So blame DLR for the stress.
They will drag me out for after party, But yeah, so post show routine. Usually when we're done with the shows, there's usually a small meet and greet in the green room, just connect with a couple of my fans, ask them what they liked about the show, and thank them for coming, take pictures. We can just joke around and talk about random stuff, And from there, it's usually the after party, which they force me to go, by the way. And after that, we sleep.
Would you say you're not a party person at all?
I wouldn't say I'm not a party person, but I like to dedicate a day to it,
Right.
So after performing for almost 2 hours, and I go to the club and the last one, because I get really overstimulated sometimes.
Right. That's more than fair though. I feel like it's a bit of a struggle too, but balancing that, you seem to be doing a good job at that too.
Yeah, thank you.
So what's something unexpected you've learned about yourself and this, and your fans as well too, while on this tour?
On this tour, I'd say I wouldn't even say unexpected, but I actually enjoy performing,
Really?
I enjoy especially when I'm performing with the live band. Mm-hmm. I enjoy it so much. I could keep going for hours. Jilla is telling me, I look back, he was
time.
And that's just the beauty of the fact that, and what I like about performing with the live band is the fact that I can extend it. It can make it 2-minute song, a 5-minute song.
For sure.
You can just keep it going, and it's just adds a lot more to the experience,
Definitely. Yeah. I noticed you did a little, I don't know if you call it a medley, but you introduced Divage's Fall in Love into your performance of Why did you do that? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite songs, growing up.
Yeah.
And also, because of the idea of you don't make me fall in love.
Right. Fall in love, right.
So that link up there and
blended well.
And whenever we blend it, like people really like it. like it's provocative.
Right. It gets the people going. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. So not to be obviously biased to Toronto, but also just curious in general. So Lagos to Melbourne, you went to Australia, you went to Europe, you went to the US, and then Canada. What was a standout stop for you?
Standout. And why? Why are you doing this to me?
I mean.
Okay, I'll just like mention like a city for each region, right? So for Australia, Perth was amazing. Right. Australia is somewhere I can live.
Really?
Even though that it was so far, it's so far from the world, but it's actually somewhere I can live.
Right.
Yeah, Perth was really nice. And for Europe had so many nice places. I can't mention, but I'll just mention like a couple. Europe, Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Amsterdam was.
What was the standout thing for Amsterdam?
Amsterdam, it was my first time. It was my first time there too, and it was sold out. Like it was packed to the brim, and like the audience, it wasn't even like, normally like because I'm an African artist, like you most likely expect like a lot of like African diaspora there, but the audience like about 50% was like from a totally different demographic.
Wow.
And they were singing my deep cuts, like songs that you don't expect like the fans to know like that.
As much, right?
Singing, like deep cuts, and that's just like that's very, very I'd say inspiring. Like
inspiring for sure.
Yeah, so people are really into it like that way, And for US, I really enjoyed Portland and New Jersey.
I was so interested to like find out like Portland, Maine. Maine as a place. Like why Portland? That's just so interesting.
So what we do is that what we decide to do for US for this leg, because I'll be back again maybe towards the end of the year.
Right.
Is to really that. So it's to really like tapping on the back end, like where they're listening to my music, what regions exactly, and just connect with them, because what I'm doing now is building like a strong community. Like, of course, people that I know that are really into my music, I try and connect to them. So even if there's not a lot of them, I just make sure that we have a connection in person, and just like bring them closer and get them more like in line and committed to like the sound and Joeboy and everything. So definitely that's why we decided to go that route. But definitely bigger cities before the end of the year for US, like the Houston, Texas, DC, And so for Canada, Toronto is lit. So I'm not gonna lie, Toronto is lit. But apart from Toronto, I really surprisingly enjoyed Halifax.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it about Halifax?
Yo, it got to the point like no, hear myself singing again. Like it felt like they were singing to me. So Halifax came with a lot of energy.
Oh, that's super nice. Now you've hit all these major spots, and now you're gonna come back again. Yeah, I think that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, as well, definitely. I will be back. I enjoy doing this.
That's exciting.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. So now, curious, right? You mentioned that Contour being one of your favorite tracks to perform, right? What's the story? What's the backstory, and why is it that one?
It's just the beauty and timelessness of the song. It's one song that with Michael Jackson, maybe if I got to meet him at some point, or he appeared to me and I say, play me one of your songs. It's Contour I'm going to play. Right. It's just a song that I really enjoy, even while I was creating it. I just think that the song is going to stand the test of time. Right. And right now, it's been how many years? It's been 2 years, almost 2 years, I think. And it's trending on TikTok again. Yeah. This is like the third time that's trending. And I will just be on my next set. I'll just be scrolling and I'll be like, share my child. I'm like, what's going on next? 100,000 posts. Yeah. Like video posts, you understand? So it's that song that I know that even like 5-10 years from now, people will still go back to it. Like people will come back and sample it. So when they say like timeless evergreen record, that's Contour. Yeah.
What would you say goes into making a timeless record?
To be honest, I'd say just it's not something that you plan. It's not something you plan. You just have to keep creating. Right. Because if you always like go into the studio with the mindset of that kind of idea, you kind of like box yourself and put yourself under so much pressure. Right. So the factors that can basically point out is that a song that doesn't like follow the current trend song that stands out on its own, the song that when you listen to, you like, this one is different.
Right.
The song that you either absolutely love or you might not just connect at all. You understand? They are usually on the extreme ends. Like, it's okay. Is it that Jesus or bad or I don't understand the song? You understand? Yeah. And it's pretty difficult to make those kind of songs these days, like for general artists in general, because of the pressure of like making a hit song
right.
or making a TikTok song or making a catchy song.
Right.
So I'd say like creating those kind of songs, you just have to like just be focused on making great music that inspires you. Yeah.
And I think that's also very inspirational too for a lot of artists as well too. I think, like you said, there's always that pressure, and I think it's growing. It's just growing. It's increasing. Like hey, I just need to make a hit song. But I think the love for the music, for the art itself, should still,
should still be there.
As well.
And in the long run, it even goes beyond making a hit song. Hit songs are great. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure,
they're great. Like especially like on a commercial basis.
Definitely,
really, really great. But in the long run, one of the most important things is like community. Just like having your own people that are there for you, come and sunshine.
Definitely,
always carry you. Yeah. So I'd say like artists in general should like just focus on like just enjoy, create more music, create amazing music, enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Wow, that's inspiring. And curious, right? So I guess just more or less moving to the album that you dropped this year, right? So Viva La Vida. So what would you say in terms of, it's got so much range, sonically, emotionally, like what space were you in when you put that album together? Yeah,
so the space I was in, I just wanted to, I'm at that point where I just want to like go beyond the box, like I have the like resources and ability to do that now with my chest.
Right.
So I can say, okay, this is what I want to do. This is the direction I want to go, and that should be the beauty of music, being able to just like express beyond what people would normally expect that art. You understand? And that's what I really wanted to do with the album. We really decided to like go a very, very not too similar route sonically, from songs like Magdalene to SMH. To Streets Are Lonely, and I just wanted to do something that will still feel timeless, like 5 years from now.
Gotcha.
I know for some people it might take a sec for them to like really get into it, because not what they would normally expect from me.
Right.
But I know over time it's going to be, you look back and damn, like this guy was cooking.
No, it's a beautiful album for sure. And just curious, like what's a track that means the most to you personally on the album?
Personally is Sinner, because would I even call it a gospel song? No, I'd say it's an introspective song. It's an introspective song. There are some songs like artists make for themselves.
Right.
Like it's not an issue, I want it to be this way, I want it to be that way. Just make it for yourself, like therapy.
Right.
Yeah, so that song is like therapy for me. Well,
that's nice. That's super nice to hear. And curious, like in terms of a song's reception that sort of surprised you, was there a track on the project or on the album, that
surprised me? Yeah. I'd say Streets Are Lonely. Streets Are Lonely, because people, like, when I ask people like, oh, what song are you feeling? I'll be like, a lot of people like, oh, a considerable amount of people are Streets Are Lonely, Streets Are Lonely, Streets Are Lonely, yeah. And that was surprising for me, because I'm like, it's a great song, right? It's a great song, but even like Tempo, it was Tempo that was like, you should put this song, and people really connected.
I find that it's always that one that, you're not always so like keen on, right?
Case point to a song like Beginning, I wasn't really feeling it.
Really?
I wasn't really feeling it before it dropped. So they just do it, don't worry. And it worked. So sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes I guess you give in to peer pressure.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you do, but it makes sense when it works.
Exactly.
If it doesn't work, you go back. So.
It's a lesson then, in that case. So, like you got to collaborate with Olamide on Free of Charge, right? So what made that the right record for that collaboration?
So
as someone you look up to as well.
Yeah, big shout out to Olamide. So we get to hang out a lot, like behind the scenes, and so we always like work on songs, we record songs, we just vibe out and all of that. Then it was like, it was actually the one that played the beats for Free of Charge for me.
Oh, really?
Like, I think you should try this direction. It's something like people, it's a bounce you've not done before.
Exactly, it definitely sounds different.
And it's going to sit right in your idea for the album. And
interesting.
Like, okay, let's try this one out there. and that's how it happened. Like Olamide really loves the record.
That's nice. I mean, from what I've heard so far, like he seems to be someone who's very easy to work with as well too.
If he's in your corner, he's in your corner.
Oh, that's amazing. 100. It's nice to still see that support and that dynamic out in the industry as well.
I'm very, very grateful for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, certainly. So speaking of legends, and other people, like what's another GOAT, as you had called Olamide, that you haven't worked with yet but you would love to?
You mean on a global scale or
global scale? Exactly. Is anyone? Oh yeah.
Drake.
And what would that record look like if you were to?
I already have an idea of what the record could sound like. Like it's definitely going to be Afrobeats, but soft but still groovy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Inshallah.
No, for real. In terms of your creative process, do you have a set creative routine? I'm just curious, also being on tour, do you like writing on tour, making music on tour?
I record on tour. Yeah. So I have my mobile, so I have my laptop, my mic, my headphones, sound cards. It's always in my carry-on box.
Yeah.
So whenever I have an idea, I just record. Even like there's a feature I just jumped on, Excellent Remix, Coach Black from Ghana.
Right.
And I recorded the song like 3 weeks ago.
No way.
I'm telling you, I recorded it by myself. So I could just be in my room, I'll just set it up and I'm going. So, and one thing I always like to do is I like to create without reason. For no reason. Like, let me just create. Like, I think it takes away that pressure.
Gotcha.
And it just brings out the most artistic stuff you could ever make. Like, it makes more sense than just saying, oh yeah, it's time to drop music, but let me go and start doing recording.
Right.
It can cause a lot of pressure. Sometimes it works, but it can cause pressure and it can just make you like, it can cause writer's block too. Of course. Imagine when you're just like creating in free flow, like you're just like, oh, let me just create one song today. You don't care whether you like it or not. You just keep creating, then you get back to it. You'll be surprised by how much you've done. And how great the work you've done is actually. So yeah.
Oh, that's super nice. And also something you mentioned too is like you're like in my room, I just get the chance to record and also just do it myself. Is that your typical flow?
So it was always something I always wanted to learn how to record myself for years. Yeah. Because I always had the impression that it was so tough. So one day I just like woke. I already had a laptop then. So there's this laptop I use for recording only. That's what I use for. I just told my producer that, oh yeah, I want to buy a laptop. See, but you get a laptop. I said, no, I want to buy a laptop. Then I got the laptop and I was like, I must learn this today. So even what I did was I wrote down the steps, step by step.
Gotcha. Wow.
So I just kept, okay, do this. Then I kept doing it continuously until it got to the point where I didn't need to check the written down steps anymore. And I can do it easy. So
it saves you so much time and effort too.
It saves me so much time. So like, no, there's no pressure. Oh, I have to be in the studio to record. I have to get to the studio. On the road, I can't. Yeah.
That's nice. I feel like, some people, prefer, I just want to be stable, more like, a quiet environment.
Yeah,
but to hear that, you've been able to record on tour.
But it depends on what works, to be honest. But sometimes you just have to be on the go. There'll always be something to do. So it's very important to make time.
Of course. And like, would you say maybe just, I guess, in some sense, you've been able to create freely with, especially being on tour as well too. Yeah. Do you find any of that change overall, or you find that actually helped a little bit too?
Yeah, it helps. Yeah. Like sometimes I could be having a conversation with somebody I just met and I just have an idea. I'll just sharply write it down. So I write down stuff with all my notes. Even like voice notes, I'm always like recording melodies. So if I hear a song I really, really like that I've not heard before, I record it and I just like get back to it again.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super nice. And curious, was there any stop where you met someone you're like, you know what, I actually want to collaborate with that person? Just curious, any artist or actor you got to discover on your tour?
Okay, but I wouldn't say collaborate per se, but like I started like I'll definitely be in touch, like, right? Because I feel like it's easier for me to work with somebody if we're like on the same wave, like we can talk and like have a conversation. It's way easier for me.
Definitely.
So I heard somebody's song yesterday and I was like, this one slaps. So
Yeah,
I have to like follow the person. I had the person on Spotify. So when I'm more settled, I'll like listen to their whole
catalog and see. That
Yeah.
sounds great. Sounds great. And then the last bit I'll ask about, just more or less creative process on the tour, is just more or less what's next for you creatively.
Creatively, what's next for me is vacation.
create time.
That's creative
rest.
vacation. But yeah, like after the tour, I'll just go chill for like a couple of weeks. But that's the thing that I'll say I'm going to chill. I mean, I don't know how to chill for long. Before you know it, I'm always looking for the next
something else.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll try and chill, spend time with family. You know, just like
disconnect a little.
Just disconnect a little bit, and yeah. But definitely, there's a lot more collabs coming before the end of the year.
Yeah.
End of the year, like there's a lot of stuff in the works, and yeah,
that's exciting.
It's gonna be a great time still.
Definitely. And just for this last bit to wrap things up, so we usually try to do this little rapid fire question.
I love rapid fire. I love it. Let's go.
So who's the first artist you ever stand?
Wizkid.
City with the wildest fans.
City with the wildest fans. Depends on which region, where.
Let's say US.
Let's say US. City with the wildest fans is probably DC. DC or New York. DC or New York. Louisville too.
I gotcha. Yeah. Nice. Okay, what's the lyric of yours that best describes your current mood?
How many times I go talk am? I never do cock and boo. You want for like the cover, but nobody send the school. Everyone they whine me, but them is understood. Who work and pray go dodge a quincy. What are you talking about?
Come on. Nice. So then what is the next one? What is a song that changed your life? It can be career-wise, but also just like a song that you listen to, maybe growing up.
Okay. Like, I'll say both of them. A song that changed my life career-wise is Baby.
Right.
Changed my life like mad. So, I'd say in general, a song that changed my life. Let me see. There's a lot though, but it depends on what year. Usually like when I was younger.
Yeah, let's just say when you were younger.
When
like
I was younger,
inspired you in some sense.
That inspired me. Let me see. If I say Tungula, I'll sound like a bad boy. Tungula.
Why not?
You know, because I'll tell you why, right? So that song, then it was just like Music Africa we could watch on TV. It was just Music Africa. And so there was a particular set time that they played that the band song Tungulu. So we had to wait and watch like 15, 20 videos that we did not want to watch. So I won't miss that Tungulu. You understand? So I say that's one of those songs that I really did it for me when I was growing up. Like so when song played, turn up in the part of that year. Yeah.
Sick. That's awesome. I feel like so many memories of like just having to be like watch music videos. You know, it was just a thing back then.
Yeah, then it wasn't like okay, let me just go on YouTube and watch. You had to endure.
Exactly. You had to work
watch
for
whatever you want to watch, because if you walked away, you might miss the video.
And that's even when you get the chance to access the remote too.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. And then the very last one, we just ask you to sort of rank your top 5 records in your catalog.
Okay, top 5 records.
Personal.
Let's go. Personally. Okay, I'll say in no particular order. They are mostly deep cuts, I'm not gonna lie.
Gotcha.
The Contour has to be there for sure. Contour has to be there.
Yeah.
There's this song off my first album, Runaway, Runaway. 3 Nobody. Nobody is that song. There's no wedding in Nigeria. Wedding. They must play it.
You have to have one wedding.
They must play Nobody. I would say beginning to, but nobody's there already, so nobody can take. So Nobody, Contour, Runaway. Let me see. Baby. Baby is my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like give me one. Harley is on Body and Soul, the last song on Body and Soul. Yeah, amazing. So they're mostly deep cuts. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Let me add one extra one. Surviving. You guys want to check out Surviving?
Gotcha.
Check out Surviving. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, like, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
for, like being here with us. And do you have any final words for the folks in Toronto, your fans, anyone?
Big love, Toronto. Thank you for showing up for me yesterday. I appreciate you guys. First time coming here. It's been amazing. I'll be back again and again and again and again and again. Thank you so much, man. More music on the way. My latest album, Viva La Vida, is out now, so go check it out. It's amazing. If you've not checked it out and you checked it out, go and check it out again.
Okay.
God bless. It's Joeboy on deck.
Amazing. Thank you.